A portion of this video is sponsored by Qualcomm Technologies, Inc. Is it just me, or is Samsung really taking this Galaxy S22 seriously with the leaks? Because yes, we have a new batch of leaks for the Galaxy S22 that keep making it look hot. It also looks like Apple doesn't know how to let go, as rumors hint that they are still working on AirPower. And it seems that another key player is gearing up to compete with Samsung in the foldable space, and for real. I'm Jaime Rivera, and aloha from Hawaii as we gear up for the Snapdragon Summit 2021. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today begin with the fact that we are in Hawaii's Big Island as we gear up for the Snapdragon Tech Summit 2021. This is actually their 6th annual event, and it's always the ground floor for the next Snapdragon chips that will power the next generation of smartphones, tablets, laptops, etc. Last year was virtual for obvious reasons, but this 2021 is going to be interesting because it'll bring a new hybrid format. It consists of twin in-person events happening both here in Hawaii for the United States and also in Sanya in China, and with a virtual component for global attendees. Just in Hawaii alone, I'm hearing as many as 140 media, analysts, and influencers joining Qualcomm President and CEO Cristiano Amon, along with partners and the Snapdragon Insiders community for the event. Keep in mind that we do have a packed week where we're not just expecting their next Snapdragon flagship processor for smartphones, but also their next generation compute platforms and more. Stay tuned as we'll go into detail over the next couple of days for everything that gets announced, but at the same time, follow the first link in the description and join the live stream starting tomorrow. Let's move on to Oppo and their efforts in foldables, and while you're at it, make sure you check out my review of the Z Fold 3, which went live this weekend after testing it for 3 months. Well, we have some new leaks from Digital Chat Station giving us some of the specifications and details and the design. Apparently, it'll be adopting an in-folding design like the Z Fold, and then on the outside, it'll be rocking a punch hole selfie shooter in the upper left corner, and the display will run at 120 Hz. Now, on the outside, things don't get interesting, as yes, you'll get a center punch hole, but apparently this one will be locked at 60 Hz. The leaks also give us some detail on the cameras. The outer display will apparently bring a 32 megapixel selfie cam, and then when you flip it around, apparently the camera will bring a 50 megapixel main shooter. And I know the camera hump looks a little like the Reno 6 series. We don't really have any dates for it so far, but with how much I liked Oppo's Find X3 Pro earlier this year, I'm definitely looking forward to see what they bring. I know, this is gonna sound very, very 2017-like, but let's talk Apple and AirPower. I know it's funny, but I'm actually not joking. Over the years, we've heard and seen some leaks saying that Apple is still working on bringing something that resembles AirPower to the market, but now we've got some reports from Mark Gurman on the matter. On his latest newsletter, Mark talks about how Cupertino is still working on an AirPower-like wireless charging mat that will be able to charge multiple devices like your iPhone and AirPods simultaneously. It isn't clear if Apple ever managed to fix the overheating issues from the original one, but Gurman claims that they're exploring ways to wirelessly charge devices, including short and long distance technologies that wouldn't require you to place it on a charging pad. He also says that the company imagines a future where all of their major devices charge each other, hinting to reverse wireless charging coming to devices like, I don't know, the iPad and probably your iPhone. So yeah, nothing too conclusive, but once Mark Gurman picks it up, it kind of makes it a little more credible. We'll just see if it happens in the end. And finally, for the hottest news today, let's talk about the Samsung Galaxy S22 Series, as it's been a while since we've gotten some leaks, but boy, we've got a lot of them today, all coming from Ice Universe. Starting with the camera specifications for the regular models. According to him, the S22 and S22 Plus will bring a 50 megapixel main sensor at f1.8 aperture with pixel binning at 12.5 megapixels. The telephoto will be downgraded to a 10 megapixel sensor with 3x hybrid optical zoom rather than the lossless approach we got before. And then finally, he also can expect the same 12 megapixel ultra wide from from the S21 series to tag along. Now, if you're wondering about the Ultra, a previous leak hinted that we can expect a similar setup with the exception of the 108 megapixel main sensor and the additional 10 megapixel 10x periscopic lens. But all right, moving to some spicier leaks, ICE also shared a video with images of the entire lineup's protective film. For these, we can see the same design for the vanilla models and the completely squared off note-like design for the Ultra with very thin bezels. And for the icing in the cake, that was a terrible pun, but we also got some case renders for the Ultra that also show off the phone in this lilac color that looks pretty great. And yes, there's no hump here. You only get the camera sticking out in their rings, just like the latest iPhones, which I find to be pretty elegant. And yes, there is a cutout for the S Pen at the bottom, so rumors keep hinting to an early release for these phones. And honestly, I really like where this is going. I'm just wondering what they're gonna do with the price tags now that the Z Flip is so affordable. In today's question, let us know, which one would you pick out of these three phones, or would you go foldable? Because in my case, honestly, that Z Flip 3 is pretty awesome, but I am very curious as to the new phone. So let us know what you think in the comments down below. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. You can also follow us on social medias. Our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see me change setting and still figure out a way to set up this green screen. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.